Hey, it's Bill with Molly. I'm back in Norwalk, second year in a row. You know, I had so much fun last year interviewing drivers out here at Norwalk that I talked to George, our cameraman, who you can't see, and we said, let's do this again. We'll come back and interview a few new people, and we'll also catch up on some of the people we interviewed last year. So I'm here with Andy Boll, who I interviewed last year, and his girlfriend, Becky. And I had to warn Becky, the last boyfriend-girlfriend I interviewed here last year, they ended up getting married over the winter. So I'm warning you guys now, be careful, okay? So anyhow, Andy, I was here this morning. You and Becky were here working early this morning, but I was here about 2 hours ago, and the motor behind us, it was all together. And then I come back 2 hours later, and you've had it apart, and now you're putting it back together. What were you doing that for? Just practice or what?
Well, Becky decided that the small end of the rod was a little loose for our liking, so I put a spare rod in there to, maybe make it through this weekend. And the connecting rods, the brand new connecting rods, showed up the day we left, so it just made me feel better to put a new one in there rather than running the old one and making laps on it that way.
These things make a pretty big kaboom when they blow up, don't they?
Yeah.
And typically leave oil all along the track. Then you get in trouble with NHRA, and then your bank account goes way down because there goes a block and a crank and some rods. So better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry, especially the way I've been running it lately. So.
Yeah. So you had, speaking of running, you had a super good year last year, right?
Yeah,
How'd you do?
It's the best year I ever had. I won the region, ended up being 9th in the nation. And we didn't go to all the races. We had a late start. So hopefully this year we can go to more races and hopefully do better.
Yeah, we'd like that. Matter of fact, the more you race, the more parts I get to sell out here. So I'm really excited about you doing all the races you could do.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
And of course, I love your girlfriend, Becky. So anytime I get out here and see Becky, that's a plus too. So it's a lot of fun. And I should mention also, you've been a Cleveite bearing guy forever, I think. Probably all 10 years you've been out here.
Yep.
And you're one of many of our customers who's made a switch in piston rings in the last few months.
Right.
This business had been run by what we call a Dykes top ring for years. Everybody in nitro and alcohol, they all used a Dykes top ring. Now we're in a rectangular steel ring, a really high-tech ring. So you just made the switch here in the last few weeks, right?
Right.
And I know it's a little early to tell, but so far, so good?
So far, so good.
Okay.
We haven't been at a race where we could, have a lot of speed yet, but it certainly seems to be doing well. It's at least as good, and maybe it's better. We just don't know yet.
Well, we sure hope so. When I come back next year to interview you, I want to hear about another division championship.
Hopefully there's a record or something.
Yeah, and how well you've been running. So, Becky, any last words for everybody?
Good luck, everyone, this weekend.
Okay. Now, if you do decide to get married, I'll get an invite, right?
Of course.
All right.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, good seeing you. See you, everybody.